Momin here. So I am in Dubai right now. I'm here to see the Expo 2020, and I'm making this video not to show off that I'm in Dubai. That's not the point. The point is that I had like severe contamination OCD. Oh look, pretty flowers. Um, and traveling made me very anxious because I think that oh my god, I would have to touch things at the airport. I would have to sit in seats that I don't want to sit in. Maybe the airplane might not be good. The person sitting next to me might be dirty. The luggage where it goes might not be the best. So many different things like running through my head and just like not feeling the best about it before traveling. And then, so I would be pre-planning and pre-calculating in my head. Okay, I should keep sanitizer in my hand. I should keep alcohol wipes. I should wear this shirt and not that shirt. Maybe I should wear this one so that I can change it when we reach our hotel. Stuff like that. So I would just be in panic mode and like not enjoying anything at all. So I'm about to enter a park, but I will continue this video in a bit, and maybe you guys will get to see like a bit of Dubai and the expo through me today. So let's see if I get the time. I'm here at this frame thing. I don't know if you can see, I've turned my camera, but this is like I think considered the world's largest frame, which I was like, how many frames are there in the world, unless they're considering like photo frames, but that's silly to compare this to a photo frame. But I will get to more OCD content in a bit. Hey guys, so I am just got back from that huge frame thingy in the park. That was quite nice actually. And we saw the view of the entire like city from up top. So it was amazing. I would suggest you guys do that. Anyway, this is not a travel vlog. This is just me like I'm here to talk about OCD, so let me get to that. So anyway, so I was saying earlier that I had to like pre-plan and think a lot before I would travel about the clothes I was wearing, how to keep clean and stuff. And even just now when I was over there like at the top of the frame and just viewing the entire view of the city, it was really great, and I was there in the moment. I was not worried about whether I was clean or not, or who was around me, if I was touching someone, if some hands were brushing past me, if I had to hold tickets or someone was handing me tickets. Those are the things that I used to be concerned about, and it would really suck the joy out of like the entire trip for me. And even right now I'm just walking the walk of death in the sun, but that's besides the point. I try to wear sunblock, but I think it's really not working. As I was saying, so I was there in the moment. I was present. I was not thinking about whether I'm contaminated or whether like I have to go on the train again. So will that be dirty? Any of those things. But how did I reach there? How did I get there? There are several points. I have not listed them down. Usually I have my notes with me, but I'm doing this impromptu. So I'll go through like each thing that I think is relevant. The first thing is doing exposures. So that was extremely key for me. Not trying to interrupt plans, not trying to avoid plans because of fears of contamination, not avoiding people, going along with like the plans other people were making, even though in my head I knew they would make me uncomfortable. Touching things and not doing any compulsions after that, not cleaning myself, not using soap or hand sanitizer or any other thing that I used to use to keep myself clean. So I think not exposures, that was key for me, because that really taught me how to take discomfort for the ride, not be not get panicky about feeling dirty or contaminated, and showing my brain that what I'm afraid of is actually not that scary at all. And another reminder for me today was when I was in the metro train. I was holding the handles that you like hang on to so that you don't fall when the train starts moving. So I was doing that earlier. I would not even do that. So there's a cat. Oh my god, sorry. Anyway, I love cats. Sorry, I got distracted by cats because I had to. I mean, I can't like let go of a cat and not pet it. So they were very cute. I might put a video in here for that. Anyway, number two is going back to what I was saying. Number two is related to the first point, which is letting go of control. I would try to control schedules and people's actions and my actions and everything so that everything went according to me, to keep me safe, to keep me comfortable, to keep me not anxious. And that element of strong control was making me even more anxious and making me even more panicky. So I did an entire video on fear of losing control. I would recommend watching that because I go into a lot of detail and like a more philosophical angle as well about why trying to control is futile and why it's not great for our own mental health, and it keeps us stuck in a cycle of anxiety. Wow, it's windy. So yeah, letting go of control was absolutely essential. Number three, I would say, is placing a demand on life and other people to not make you uncomfortable. I mean, it's just not make you uncomfortable. I don't know if I said it the other way, because I like in your head you're thinking, you know what, everyone must cater to me, I must not feel uncomfortable, why do I don't deserve this, I'm a good person, I do good, I want good in this world, why does it have to be this way? And basically you're trying to, in your head you think you're extremely special. I mean, I'm not making an accusation, but I mean that's how it comes off, because if we were someone who must not be made uncomfortable, then I mean, we must be some special person, you know. I mean, but we're not elevated than anybody else on this earth, really. So, I mean, why must not someone make us uncomfortable? Why must life and the universe must go according to us and, you know, cater to our every single moment of every single day? So, letting go of that demand and that irrational, rigid demand that things must go exactly our way all the time. And just thinking that, I mean, who are we making this demand on? Like, other people? Well, I mean, we can't control other people ever. Not their thinking, not their actions. We can try to influence them slightly, but I mean, largely, they will still act the way they want to act. Are we trying to demand things from life? Life is not a person. So, I mean, even if we wanted to chain a human being and make them, like, do things according to us, then I mean, sure, maybe that's possible, but like, we can't. I mean, life is not a thing or a person or entity, so I mean, you know, we can't control it. So those irrational demands are what get us in trouble, and they're just like don't help at all in any way. And I mean, really step back from yourself and think about it. Like, who are you making this demand from, and are those demands really realistically rationally possible to fulfill? The fourth thing I would say is what helped me was again disputing. Disputing, I mean, it's part of this like breaking down our irrational beliefs as well. But like disputing is obviously like a kind of this formal exercise in a way of doing that. Rather than just doing it in your head, you can do it like through Albert Ellis's like 6 questions that he outlines. So disputing that way is extremely helpful because it helps you just exercise your rationality and break down fears and just not be sorry, I'm just looking where the metro train is. It just helps you break down your fears, and it helps you also dedicate more time, energy and mental capacity to recovery work. I mean, you become a bit more focused than just doing it in your head, because that can turn into ruminating as well. And there are videos that Nick and Kirsty have done on clarifying that, and I will get back to you in a bit because now I'm going to board the metro and I'm going to hold more tickets and currencies and stuff like that without that fear of contamination. So there you go. Hey guys, so I did not get time in between to make other clips. This was 2 days ago that I made those clips, but now I'm at the airport and I'm going to board my flight in a bit for Pakistan. And I'm wearing that same shirt that I was wearing the other day when I was making those clips. But that's, I mean, I have other shirts. There were other stuff I was wearing. This is just for traveling. But yeah, I just wanted to touch on the points that I think I remember that I said in those last clips. And also, I will say that I think this is my first, after doing all those exposures and like really tough recovery work. I think this was the first time since then that I am traveling outside of Pakistan. So this entire trip was me getting used to and getting familiar with that feeling where I don't have to be scared. Because there were moments where I thought where it felt a bit strange, because in a good way it felt strange in a good way that, oh, this is something that used to make me anxious. I used to be anxious touching the luggage after it got checked. I used to be anxious when like the immigration officer handed me back my passport. I didn't want to touch it, stuff like that. But like I was completely okay on that trip. On this trip, I did not feel the need to wash my hands or clean or sanitize or do any of those things. So I'm in that place right now where I feel great, and I am so grateful that I went through those tough exposures and all, and like reading the books on the reading list, doing other things that make me uncomfortable that I used to avoid, like sitting with like socializing for hours on end, like that used to exhaust me. So I started avoiding that, but I don't anymore. And yes, I mean, just stuff like that. I think they're about to announce something. Oh, I don't know. Yeah, they're announcing something, but I don't know if it's relevant to me or not. But I used to. I'm really glad that I put in the work and I gave myself some tough love, because honestly, before that I was just being easy on myself, finding justifications, all about comfort and soothing and like all that stuff. That didn't work for OCD. It really did not work. As much as I tried really hard for it to work, it just did not. So do you hear that music? Someone is playing music on the phone. So um yeah, and you know I'll also try to put in some clips or some pictures in this video, just as a montage at the end or somewhere in between. I'll see how it works. But the other thing is that I was just going around Dubai, seeing different sites and going on a walk, or like seeing the fountain show at the Burj Khalifa and stuff like that. And the thing with that is, it's not really about doing these big things or in life. I mean, that's not why recovery is important. In fact, I was on a tight budget. I didn't like do any like very extravagant things over here. But the luxury for me, the extravagance for me throughout this trip was just standing on a bridge, even though my legs and feet were hurting from the entire day from walking so much. Just standing next on a bridge and just watching fountains, or watching a building light up, and just being able to be present in that moment and not in my head, and not thinking that, okay, after I'm done with this, then how do I avoid touching XYZ? I mean, that's not what was going through my head. Or doing a walk across, like on the side of the lake. There's no like extravagance, like money related extravagance in that or anything. But it's just a very simple everyday task, and being able to enjoy that, immerse myself in the moment, in the environment, not think too much, be present, cherish it, and actually just enjoy it and not be thinking about a million other things. I feel like that's a luxury that we all need. And that's a luxury that recovery gives you. So it doesn't have to be necessarily you traveling or like going to some like fancy country or any of those things. It's just about these little moments. And my siblings were with me, so we had a great time. We saw so many places and we like did so many various things. I had a friend who was with me on the trip as well, so we were four of us and we went to the expo.
I mean, we saw different pavilions for countries. I don't know what this kid is trying to do. We saw like other sites and like whatnot, and it was really great. It was really great. I had a really good time, despite being tired and uncomfortable. Despite those uncomfortable sensations in my body, my lower back hurting, my feet hurting, my legs hurting, all of that stuff was happening. But I was like, you know what? I like it. I like this. I like being around and up and not anxious. And also, I mean, I like that part, and I don't like the discomfort in my body, but that's okay. I mean, I don't have to like every single thing. Every single thing can't or doesn't have to be perfect for me to enjoy or um, for me to be happy. I was happy regardless, even with the discomfort. We got lost in the Dubai Mall because it's like a city on its own. We ran late for trains. I mean, there was so much that went wrong as well. But it did not ruin my day. It did not make me chronically anxious or fearful or angry or any of those things. So and that's why recovery is worth it. That's why you giving yourself that tough love, giving yourself pushing yourself to do recovery work, investing time in your mental health. There's no price tag on that. I mean, that's that feeling that you get at the end that I feel like I have today is priceless. So I think that's the end of my video. I will see if there is more to talk about. Maybe when I get home, I will show you. I can maybe make a clip of my luggage as well, of like the various like things that were in there, and maybe tell you a story of that. Um, but yeah, maybe I might see you after my flight. If not, I will see you very soon on this channel. All right. So I am finally back home, in my room. As soon as I mean, my flight got delayed an hour, and then it took some time at the airport, and I got back home at I think 1 a.m. or 1:30 a.m. It was 1:30 a.m. for sure. And I had to do some pending work which I had not done because I was traveling and whatnot. Um, so I feel extremely tired and I'm about to sleep in a bit, um, but I feel fulfilled. I feel very fulfilled. So, and again, I think I would not have been able to come to this moment until and unless I had not followed the very advice that I gave you earlier in the video, which included exposures, which are extremely crucial. Um, Not making other people do things for you, bringing discomfort for the ride, disputing. What else did I mention? My mind is blanking right now, but I just wanted to show you the face of someone who has come back home tired, um, but still feeling very grateful. My luggage is like my, what do you call it, suitcase is in my room, and this has been through airports and whatnot. I don't have the feature in my phone where I can flip the camera. Sadly, I think so. I'll just like turn the my front camera. So if you see this, this is obviously this was my luggage, and these wheels have basically been through all kinds of floors, through airports, through like even the street, because there was this street that I had to drag my luggage through from my apartment. Um, and this bag itself, in fact, like on the belt and like whatnot, it has been on the floor. But I have it in my room. I have it over here. It's been all over here. It's been on the floor. I've been touching it. I just touched it again. It's from the airport, and I can touch my face after that. I don't. I mean, I really don't mind. So yeah, I mean, there are these like little things. I'll show you. I got these magnets, and I'm not like showing off things that I got, but what I'm saying is that, um, I mean, there were like a million people who had touched that before I bought it, and I was okay buying buying that. So and putting it in my bag. I did not sanitize it. Um, what else? I had this like pamphlet and I carried it with me all day. It was on different tables. It was it was even dusty. I don't even know who else held it, and it was like you know sorry, it was in all sorts of different places. Um, but I took it. What else did I touch? And by the way, I mean when I got home as well, I did not sanitize this suitcase. I did not sanitize. I mean, I washed my hands because obviously I had been like traveling for a few hours. But I mean, it wasn't compulsive washing. Like, oh my god, I have to wash it 5 times to make sure that I get all the dirt off. I'm just trying to like quickly look for things that I like, was touching and um, my clothes. I mean, my traveling clothes, places I had sat in. I just like took those out of my suitcase and threw those in the laundry. Not because they were dirty, but because I mean they just needed a wash because I was sweating in them. Um, I actually can't find other things right now. But anyway, like I said, I will put pictures in this. I think, I mean, when I'm editing this video, I may have already put them before this, or I might be putting it here somewhere, or after this video. But I hope you guys like this video. I hope you guys like this live chat of someone who has suffered from contamination OCD severely and did not enjoy going out and being in public and touching things and interacting with people physically. But I've now I've now been able to travel and done all the things that I used to hate and blame other people for and be angry and upset and ruin my mood over. Um, I've done all those things and I feel okay. I feel okay. And I feel great. So I'll see you guys with another video and I'll try to make more of such videos as well around Lahore and stuff. The things that I do now that I didn't used to do. So hopefully you guys will like it. Let me know what you think. Give me your comments. And don't. What was I about to say? I was about to say something, but hey, I am sleepy. I am tired. I lost my train of thought. I'm just going to say goodbye now. Bye.